Todibo, 24, is counting the days for a transfer to Manchester United. The centre-back is currently playing for OGC Nice. His market value is €35 million. Todibo has also played for Barcelona in the past. The footballer has a constantly rising market value. Another footballer wanted to be transferred to Manchester United is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is a footballer who plays in the right-winger position. Saka is currently playing for Arsenal and has an incredible market value. This footballer, who has a market value of exactly €140 million, will hopefully be transferred to Manchester United. Todibo is a man in demand coming into the summer again. The report states that the likes of Aston Villa and Napoli are keen on Todibo. However, it is also suggested that Manchester United could decide to reignite their long-standing interest in the French defender. Indeed, back in January, it was suggested Todibo was very much a target for United. Of course, there is a direct link for United when it comes to landing Todibo, given he currently plays his football with another Ratcliffe-owned club, Nice. It's previously been reported that Nice would look for around £52 million to sell Todibo. However, whether fee stays the same going into this summer remains to be seen. Given the links have been around for some time already, there is no surprise here that Todibo is once again being linked with a move to Old Trafford. On paper, it looks like a deal that can be done relatively easy, given those Nice and United links. Lauded as an incredible defender in the past, Todibo is thought to be more than open to a move to the Premier League this summer. Whether or not it will be United, or another of the interested clubs who land Todibo, remains to be seen. Almost 2 weeks on from the FA Cup final victory over Manchester City at Wembley, Manchester United are still yet to confirm a decision on Erik ten Hag's future. Ineos embarked on an end-of-season review at the beginning of last week, and that is set to determine the outcome of their decision. United supporters are desperate to discover some clarity one way or another as soon as possible. With just over a week to go until the summer transfer window officially opens, Ineos's dithering risks impacting the club's recruitment drive. Big changes are expected to be made to the squad this summer, and United need to hit the ground running. On Wednesday, the club issued its retained list, confirming Brandon Williams will join Raphael Varane, Anthony Martial and Charlie McNeil in leaving the club when his contract expires at the end of this month. Further departures are expected to follow throughout the summer. Meanwhile, United duo Luke Shaw and ManU were included in England's final 26-man squad for the European Championship yesterday. Harry Maguire, however, has been forced to miss out because of injury. After surprising many to be included in the England provisional squad, Shaw has managed to book his place on the flight to Germany, and Southgate has provided a positive update on the left-back's fitness. He's progressed really well in the last couple of weeks. We think he could have some involvement in the second group game, but you've got to keep hitting the markers. I think you can take one gamble, and that's the gamble we've got enough evidence to believe can pay off. What United can't afford to do is to leave themselves short heading into the new season. The injury crisis that decimated Erik ten Hag's squad during 2023-24 is a warning as to the unexpected events that can quickly derail a campaign. So the desire to keep 36-year-old Johnny Evans in the squad for one more year makes perfect sense. The former title winner played more than anyone expected last season, finishing with 30 appearances and a cameo in the FA Cup final. There is perhaps an argument that as a short-term signing it worked out well, but now is the time to move on. It's 2 weeks tomorrow since Manchester United won the FA Cup in a stunning display against Man City. Erik ten Hag lifted his second trophy as manager in 2 years with a brilliant tactical display. It was all the more surprising given the performances in the lead-up to the Wembley clash, where United had been disjointed and chaotic. Finishing 8th in the Premier League, their worst finish in the competition, pointed at ten Hag being relieved of his duties. A decision on his future has been delayed while Ineos carry out their review into the season and the footballing operations. It has been suggested by sources close to Old Trafford that the decision would be relayed by the end of this week. The longer it goes, the more chance there is of ten Hag staying in his job. But today could be D-Day for the Dutchman. Tosin Adarabioyo has completed his move to Chelsea. The centre-half joins them on a free transfer from Fulham. Man United had been keen on the defender. With FFP rules concerning all clubs, the chance to sign a talented and experienced Premier League player for free was attractive to United, with reports claiming they tried to hijack the deal at the last minute. Man United-linked Morten Hjulmand has revealed it is a goal of his to play in the Premier League in the future. He said, "I'd say that it is a destination I could see myself going to in the future. Whether it's a dream, I don't know. But it is a goal for me to play in the Premier League one day." Bruno Fernandes is a huge fan of the Sporting CP midfielder. "It's always great to receive praise from other big profiles," Hjulmand added. "I know he's a former Sporting player and he's still a big fan of the club, so it's great to know he's still watching. It can only make me happy to receive praise from a player like him." Man United has been guilty of stockpiling players in recent years, and Jesse Lingard is one of them. He is a prime example of United's mismanagement on this front. To remain within the boundaries of the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, PSR, this summer, United will need to cut their cloth. United cannot afford to repeat mistakes like that. The Premier League is tightening its profit and sustainability rules, forcing clubs into becoming more proactive in the sellers' market. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, Greenwood has said yes to a move to Juventus as he is set to leave Old Trafford this summer. It reads, "Mason Greenwood's okay to Juve is there, but that of Manchester United is not yet." New boss Thiago Motta is said to be intrigued by the idea of including Greenwood in his 4-2-3-1-4-3-3 system. They add, "The green light from the Italian-Brazilian manager, who next week will be announced as new head coach by the old lady, has strengthened the resolve of the club, who have been pressing Greenwood's entourage for some time." The Red Devils reportedly made a late attempt to sign Chelsea-bound Tosin Adarabioyo. The defender is expected to complete the move to Stamford Bridge in what will be Enzo Maresca's first summer signing. He is said to have underwent medicals earlier this week as his contract at Fulham is set to expire. According to the Daily Mail, United expressed an interest in the defender months ago, are reported to have returned with a concrete proposal at the weekend, but Adarabioyo had already committed to joining the Blues. Manchester United appear free to make an early approach for Everton defender Jared Branthwaite. The 21-year-old was included in Gareth Southgate's 33-man provisional European Championship squad. However, he failed to make the final cut with United's Harry Maguire because of an ongoing calf injury, also among those to miss out. "I think it's a bit early for Jared," Southgate admitted when asked about the omission of Branthwaite. "He's had a fabulous season, and it was good to get him on the pitch on Monday. Of course, ideally we'd have had a left-footed centre-back, but I don't think it would have been the right call." With Maguire left out, the expectation was that Branthwaite would be included. However, both he and Liverpool youngster Jarell Quansah have not been named. While Branthwaite has left camp entirely, Quansah has remained as cover, with Southgate keen for the 21-year-old to experience a Wembley matchday, which certainly could be considered a surprise given Branthwaite's superior season. While Branthwaite will understandably be disappointed he will not travel to Germany this summer, it arrives as a potentially huge transfer boost for United. The England manager had already revealed no transfer talks would take place during the tournament, and as such, negotiations can take place 4 weeks sooner than previously thought. Erik ten Hag's future as United manager remains uncertain, with speculation that Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos Group could make a change. Despite this, rumors are continuing to swirl claiming that United could make several new signings before the next Premier League season gets underway in August. According to Spanish news outlet Marca, United have submitted a bid to sign Lille defender Leny Yoro. The Reds have been credited with an interest in signing Yoro for several weeks, but now it seems a move could be edging closer. The report claims that United have made an offer worth $60 million, $51 million, in an attempt to bring Yoro to Old Trafford. Yoro has also been linked with Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain, while the report states that Real Madrid also remain determined to beat United to the signing of Yoro this summer.